The rails behind Marrowwood village only ever woke to life at midnight. On moonless nights, when the mist crawled in silver tendrils from the marsh, you could hear its whistle, thin, mournful, and far too close. Yet, no timetable bore its name. Local legend called it the Phantom Express, a midnight train that never stopped, not for signal, nor storm, nor the pleading waves of the lost. It was nearly autumn when Ethan, a reticent history teacher with a taste for unsolved mysteries, arrived in Marrowwood. The villagers eyed him with the gentle suspicion reserved for strangers. Ethan was drawn to the marrow-chilling tale. Every so many years, someone vanished during the witching hour. A bicycle abandoned at the crossing, lanterns left swinging in the wind. Ethan's rented cottage stood a stone's throw from the old tracks. The air carried the earthy tang of wet moss and cold iron. The nearby trees, half drowned in haze, creaked as if whispering secrets. By day, the rails were rusted, split by dandelions and weeds. By night, the world grew sharper, the silence pressed heavier. On the first midnight, Ethan lingered by the tracks, shrouded in darkness save for his torch. The train, if real, would come from the east. Just as he resolved to head back, a chill swept the air. Steel groaned, the ground shivered. Out of the mist drifted the train, larger than imagined, black as spilled ink. Its windows gleamed with ghostly luminescence and never opened. The wheels spun, silent, the carriages gliding inches above the rails. Inside, faces gazed out, pale, unmoving, eyes hollow. Not passengers, prisoners. Ethan stepped forward, entranced. In one window, he glimpsed a little girl clutching a wilted daisy. She mouthed a single word, "Run." He stumbled back, the spell breaking as the train clattered past, the wind tugging at his coat, filling his lungs with a metallic taste. The village lights flickered in its wake. The next day, he scoured the archives, piecing together the disappearances, each during a moonless midnight, each near the crossing. Compelled by the faces, Ethan returned the following night, determined to board. At the stroke of 12, the ground vibrated. Spectral light sliced the fog. He leapt as the Phantom Express swept by, darkness sucking him inside. Inside, muffled cries echoed, warped by distance and dread. The train's corridor stretched endlessly, its seats occupied by the vanished. Neither living nor dead, they stared at Ethan with pleading, ancient eyes. At the far end, the conductor stood, ageless, suit-pressed. His skin shimmered like oil. "You are curious," the conductor crooned, voice the screech of metal, "but curiosity feeds my engine." Ethan backed away. Too late. The door behind him fused shut. The air thinned, the train moving faster, images out the window warping into impossible landscapes. Ethan's breath clouded the grimy glass as the Phantom Express roared through pitch-black woods, each carriage rattling with unnatural vigor. It was midnight, and outside, Marrowwood's gnarled trees flashed by, their bark pale as bone under the train's sickly yellow lights. The compartment stank of old leather and cold iron, and every few minutes the chilling whistle shrieked, a sound more mournful than mechanical. He realized something was wrong when an elderly woman across the aisle vanished, leaving only her moth-eaten shawl on the seat. The train didn't slow for stations. It didn't even seem to traverse normal rails. Instead, Ethan saw ghostly platforms flicker past the windows, each one filled with silent, watching figures. Panicking, Ethan stumbled through carriages, hoping to find help. In carriage 7, he found a conductor, tall and thin, with eyes reflecting silvery, swirling mist. "No stops, lad. Not for living folk. Not tonight," the conductor said, voice echoing like an empty well. Ethan asked, "How do I get off?" The conductor smiled, lips bloodless. "Find what binds you here, before dawn." Carriage after carriage revealed more oddities. Clocks frozen at midnight. Passengers who murmured fragments of old prayers. Children tracing icy breath on fogged-up windows. Ethan's heart hammered. He remembered the object he always carried, a silver pocket watch, his grandfather's, who vanished on this same line decades before. Suddenly, Ethan heard rattling nearby and turned to see a small child crawling beneath the seats, face ashen, eyes hollow. She reached out. "You too are lost. Let go. The watch. It keeps us." Her hand passed through Ethan's like cold smoke. Desperate, he ran to the back of the train, where a door marked Marrowwood Tunnel waited. Ethan opened his palm, examining the watch. Its hands spun wildly, ticking backwards. He realized its connection, a relic keeping him tethered here, as it had his grandfather. With trembling hands, Ethan hurled the watch out the window. Instantly the train shuddered, windows frosted, and every whisper ceased. The engine's scream faded into silence. The next moment, Ethan saw yellowish dawn spilling over the tree line. As he blinked, the train pulled into a forgotten platform overgrown with moss and wild roses. He stepped off, the world eerily quiet, save for a faint ticking carried by the wind. Behind him, the Phantom Express groaned, then vanished into the mist, carrying its lost souls on. Ethan stood in Marrowwood's morning chill, heart thumping, unsure if he was truly free, or if midnight would call him back once again.